Give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to heal. It is important that you allow your body and your mind and your soul to heal themselves. Guys, welcome to another vlog. The Immaculate Tortoise over here. Half man, half tortoise. African tortoise, as you already know. Need to ask you a very important question. You over there, talking to you, watching this video right now. Jeez. Yes, I need to shave, dude. I need to shave. I don't know what's happening here. I need to have a shave soon enough. But yes, I'm talking to you, watching this video. Hit the subscribe button. If you love me, I love me, you love me. I love you, and you love you. Hit that subscribe button. If you that love, that immaculate love, help us grow this channel. So give yourself some time to heal. It is important that you give yourself some space and time to heal. The situations in life, this life that you and I share, beloved brother, beloved sister, we're going to go through this journey and we're going to incur injuries of all types, injuries physically and injuries in the mind. Now, the body itself has got its own healing factors, its own processes in which it heals itself. Now, because life is so fast-paced, it moves at light speed. If you don't keep up with life, it will leave you behind. Some of us, because of these injuries, we don't fully heal. And this is the point of this video, is to tell people, give yourself some time to heal. It's important to just step back and heal, and then take on life after you fully healed. There's situations like where you get when you come out of a bad relationship and you are, just going through the trauma, but you hold on to that negative energy. You got to let that go. You got to let that negative energy go. There'll be situations where you got a physical injury, but because of demands, you're forced to work through those injuries. And again, like I've said, it's because of the fast pace of life. We feel as if we have no choice but to go through pain. And again, you can learn so much from pain, but if the pain is so great that you're unable to just function, but you're having to just you're having to numb the sense of pain in your mind, that's not good for you. The body can only go so much. The body can only go so far. The mind can only go so far. And you, that's in here, you are in charge of all that. You have to maintain that equilibrium. Otherwise, it begins to break down and you decay. You will rot away before you even know it. So it's important that you give yourself time to heal. Just give yourself some space to heal. Get away from the noise. Go sit down somewhere quiet and just let the negative energy go. Let the negative thoughts go. Let the physical injuries go. Sorry, not let the physical injuries go. Let the physical injuries heal themselves. If it's a job and you're required to work, if you have an employer who does not understand that you must you're injured first and foremost, and you need the time off for you to heal, that employee does not have your best interest at heart. They don't, simply. So you need to find yourself some other means of earning money or something, or just find an employer who cares about your well-being. An employer who cares about your well-being cares far more greatly about the company, because if you're happy, the productivity of that company is happy. It's common sense, right? But an employee who's just in it for money, they're willing to make you go through that pain, but your work ethic, excuse my mispronunciation, I had to think very hard there, it's not as good as it would be if you were happy working where you're working, right? If I'm happy at work, I'm going to be positive about my job. I'm going to go above and beyond to make sure I deliver good service or whatever it is that I'm doing. But if I'm unhappy, my attitude will reflect on my work. Therefore, my work ethic will not be good, and I will not look forward to come to work. I'll just ring up work, hey, I'm not feeling well today. And those the effects of a poor employment, a poor manager, a poor supervisor who does not understand how to form a connection with their employees. It's important, very important. So again, if your employee does not understand that you need the time off, and then the employee does not have your best interest at heart, but it is important that you're giving yourself time to heal. Let your body heal itself. Let your mind heal itself. You know, the body has within it mechanisms. The mind has within it mechanisms that allow for it to heal itself. But you must first know these you must first know yourself. You must know how much you can take before you have to sit down and say no more. Guys, I'll go to the gym and I'll keep doing this one exercise even though I'm injured. But it came to a point where I said, you know what, if I keep being this ignorant, yes, I can handle the pain, but I'm just going to end up destroying my body in the long run. So I've had to stop doing that exercise. And also, where at work, do I really get injured? Not like that, no. But the only example I can really give you, which is a good example, is in the gym, where I've injured myself, but I'm still having to go work out. But in the long run, that could have negative effects on the body structure itself. Yes, I can deal with the pain, but still though, you know, I have to understand that, okay, I need to give my body some time to rest, and I need to stop trying to prove a point to myself when I know I can really do this. It's far better to fail and be unhappy right now, and be healthy in the long run and be happy then when it comes to well-being. It's far better that way. Again, give yourself some time to heal. Give yourself some time to physically heal, to give yourself some time to mentally heal. One way to heal mentally and physically is prayer, spirituality. Prayer is, I cannot emphasize to you how important prayer is. You know, I used to be this person earlier in my life when I was a lot younger. I'm 33 years old, guys, the 33rd year. It means a lot to me. But when I was younger, I used to be this. Have you ever seen when you have balloons that are filled with helium and they release them and they go off into the air and they just wander about? That was me, guys. No direction. I was just a balloon floating in the air. But then, you know, life started to pile up on me. I had negative thoughts. I came to a standstill in my progression in life. I became physically and mentally weak, and I decayed. I fell into descent, and I was wondering why is this happening to me? I'm not a negative person. I don't like to talk bad about people. That's not in my character. But still, because I was just wandering about, no sense of direction, I just decayed. In other words, you know, I was just caught up in life, and I used to think, why is this happening to me? But then I started to pray, and before I know it, you know, I'm a complete different person. Prayer heals you. Prayer connects you to nature. You are nature, and nature is God. Nature is a physical manifestation, a representation of God. God's beauty, God's elegance, God's vibrant, you know, designs of nature. You are nature. Nature is a depiction of you and I. And prayer also connects you to God himself. Speak to him. He wants to know what your issue is. You have to speak. You have the voice to speak to him. You cannot just say, I'm going to be good and this is going to happen to me. No, you have to physically speak to God. It's important that you acknowledge him and you have that conversation. He's our creator, but he loves us so much. You know, I never thought in many years that I'll be speaking about such things. If you ever feel as if life is hard, you are lost, life is difficult, you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, the world is against you, and no matter what you try to do, nothing seems to change. The first thing you can do is pray. The next thing you can do is rest. Give yourself some time to rest. Give yourself some time to heal. Beloved brother and sister, this is the Immaculate One. I used to be a tortoise. I used to be afraid of life, but I found prayer and I'm resting nowadays. So I'm good, guys. That's it and done. Here's another vlog. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Have a good day.